And hello everyone, welcome back. I am your host, Wolfman1546. This is our Dragon Age Origins playthrough. We are doing the Awakening DLC, left in the middle of, I think, what is the last or second to last mission on Tuesday. We cut it short just before. As promised, I did go back off stream and just kind of did some cleanup. The quest lines were just like companion quests. One of them was for Justice, the other one was from Oghren, and then there was some Wade quests where we're gathering items for him to build us some, weapons and armor, which we got those set up. A lot of it was just running around grabbing stuff. Like even the Justice quest was real quick. Didn't want to waste stream time doing it, so you guys didn't miss anything story-wise significance. For Justice, we just tracked down the wife of the person whose body he's inhabiting, and we comforted her, basically made her feel better by Justice promising that he was going to kill the Darkspawn. With Oghren's quest, unfortunately, there's a slight bug with it that I learned about, and I did find out this particular DLC is a little more than a little buggy. But with Oghren's quest, you have to have him at a certain approval level, and I didn't meet that approval level, so until you get that level, a cutscene that generates once you go into the keep with him won't pop. And so that quest is pretty much in limbo, but I looked it up, it has no effect on achievements. It's basically either you push Oghren to become a family man, or you push him to just stick with the Wardens. That's the only thing it affects. So didn't feel like that was a big loss. And then there was another quest that was bugged where we were supposed to get lyrium sand for one of the other dwarves who's going to build us like bombs and stuff. Well, you get a total of 4 lyrium sand. 2 of them are from the same location. And apparently, if you give him more than 1 sand at a time, the quest won't complete. So we finished the quest, but it's not marked as completed because I gave him 2 at one time. So I'm not worried about those. Again, doesn't affect anything in the long term. So what we're going to do is I've got the save pulled up. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up. Looking ahead, I am positive we're going to finish this DLC, and we might even have time to get into the Darkspawn Chronicles DLC, which is it flips the roles and you get to play as a Darkspawn. It's not super in depth. We might even get through all of it on this stream, but it is fun. It's kind of a nice little soupçon of a DLC, little morsel, if you will, little appetizer. Just figured we'd get that one out of the way. I don't think that's going to take us all that long. And then after that, I believe, let me check here. I believe there's 3 more. I've got it listed. I want to double check. Yes. So there's 3 more DLCs after Darkspawn Chronicles. There's Leliana's Song, which I believe is a bit of a prequel. You get to see everything from Leliana's point of view. Also don't think it's too long. Should be pretty quick. I don't think that's going to take us more than maybe 2 or 3 streams, if that. And then there's the Golems of Amgarak, which is, I think you need to have finished all the other DLCs to get to the max level before you do that, because I believe it is the hardest boss out of all of the Origins characters in it. And then the last one is the Witch Hunt DLC, where we track down Morrigan, which will be the culmination of everything we've played through. Once we're done with that, we're going to jump into Dragon Age 2. So, also, one more side note here. So, was having a lot of issues with my mic. So those of you that have been following me have noticed this. Like, it got real bad last week where I didn't even realize it was happening, but I'm getting that weird robot voice. So, tested out a couple things. Found out I was running some software that's designed to help my very cheap mic sound a little bit better. That software appears to be what was causing the problem, so I've gotten rid of it. If I sound a little wonky, I apologize, but better this than a robot sound. So I hope I'm coming in clear. I hope you guys can hear me. If you can't, oh well, we'll have to move on and do the best we can. But looks like everything's resolved, so we can move forward with that. So without further ado, go ahead and wrap up this DLC. Just as a quick reminder, we're defending Amaranth, the city of Amaranthine, from a Darkspawn invasion. These are the Darkspawn being sent over by that Broodmother. Her leaders can all talk. We cleared out the city. Now we're going down into the basement here, hopefully to wrap this up and kill them all off.
Over here, trap.
Ooh. Oghren, you drunk. You had to walk into that trap. I was hoping to, knock it out, but whatever. Relatively easy. Keep in mind, I did get the one of the things Wade made was a new sword, so I picked that sword up. Does a little bit more damage than. Ooh, hello, boys. Does a little bit more damage. You might notice that I'm like killing enemies a little bit easier now. And I got that shiny new red armor, which means I'm probably not going to take too much damage, even from a heavy hitting enemy.
Right away.
Go away.
Very well.
Jesus, how many of you guys have? Alright, now can I please loot my shit? Thank you. Oh, and a quick level up here.
Yes? Hold on.
Alright, let's loot the wooden crate. Oh, as you can see too, I got Oghren some badass armor as well. Come on, let's load it up.
Don't look now, Darkspawn.
What the? That is an armored. Ooh, armored ogre. Okay.
Very well. Damn you.
Yep. Yeah, he's not doing enough damage. I love this new armor. This is great.
As you say.
Yep, that's right. Who's the man? Who's the man? Yeah. Yeah, you just take a look at your dead buddy there. That's all cool.
Commander, the Darkspawn are retreating.
All right. And the survivors?
They are being tended to. By the Maker's mercy, only a few are infected by the Darkspawn. The Architect's messenger has given us directions to the Mother's lair. We must pursue her.
All right. What about the Architect?
The messenger said the Architect also planned to kill the Mother. I do not know what to make of that.
Okay, so the Architect is clearly, on our side. But I know there's a comic book that went along with this that gives some back information. Both are monsters, both must die. So,
Commander, what should we do with the messenger?
go ahead and kill him.
It shall be as you say.
Yep.
Maker watch over you, Commander.
So, if you've been following along, you may think, well, Architect's helping us. Why are you doing this? So, the Architect, what you find out in the comic series or the comic book that releases, I forget what it's called off the top of my head. It's been a long time. But you find out the Architect is actually the one responsible for the blight that we fought in Origins. Like, it's his fault. Basically, all these experiments he's doing is to try and make Darkspawn intelligent, which obviously he's succeeding in that, right? But he tried to do it on an old one, and it didn't work, and it made it stronger. So I guess the archdemon we fought is stronger than any archdemon that's ever popped up. Reason being is that the Architect was messing around with it and made it that way. So, and again, like, he's being rational. He's giving us, he's pretending like he's on our side, which is great. I don't have a problem with that. But, he's not exactly good. Like, he's not doing anything that, is going to be helpful in the long run. So in my opinion, you got to kill the Architect and you got to kill the Broodmother. That's the only way. That's the only morally right choice, which is what we're trying to play here. I should be able to loot this guy. I don't know why I'm not. But there is a downside. Just giving everyone a heads up. I do know that if Justice or Sigrun is in your party and you decide to spare the Architect, they will ditch you. They will flat out, they'll just leave. And they'll try to fight you for it too, because they see Darkspawn, they want Darkspawn dead. So just keep that in mind if you do choose the Architect. There's no achievement for siding with him, and I don't think the choice has any, any ramifications that follow you in other games. So just be aware. I guess I don't get to loot that guy. Just be aware that, if you don't want to lose those party members, then, don't have them with you. Right now, we've defeated that. We're going to go ahead to the Mother's lair. Also, keep in mind that if you do decide to kill him, I think there's a couple of party members that are a little bit more pragmatic about it, and they won't leave you, but I think they lose some, approval. Like Ogren's one of them. Ogren will lose a couple of approval points if you don't do it, because he's like, hey, you got an opportunity here. It's like, yeah, but Ogren's very much an in the moment kind of guy, and we're playing a Grey Warden that actually is trying to think about the future and what's best long term. Oh, roly poly. All right. Whoop, that is not the way. Okay, y'all dead? your stuff. We're looting you up. All right.
Quickly, we must fight! Shall be done.
Come on. No, that's all you got? You're a bitch.
As you say.
Not really. Okay. Oh wait, elemental is grasps. Yes, that is an upgrade for Anders. Definitely want to grab that. Alright, what do we got? Any other loot over here? No darkspawn. Where are you? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I saw. I knew Drake's Fall. Alright, so when we get over here, just before we cross this threshold, we're going to get or just after we cross this threshold, we're going to get a dragon. This is a difficult, or this fight can be difficult if you're not above level 30, and if you're playing on like Nightmare, or even sometimes normal difficulty, because there's a ton of darkspawn. You got these little roly-poly guys, and then the dragons drop. And this is a high dragon, so it's got a lot of health. Trying to do is like let these darkspawn fight each other, because while they're fighting each other, they're not focused on you. Looks like this guy won the fight, but his health is down to like nothing. So if you can, just let the darkspawn fight each other while you focus on the dragon. If you've got Anders spec as a healer, like, it should be a pretty okay fight. And again, like, if you've been, you know, loading up with the armor you get throughout the game, if you've gotten above level 30, and if you know how to build your character, like, it should be okay. But, you know, Nightmare is going to be the worst for you on this one. But even on normal difficulty, I remember, like, I struggled on this fight a lot. But during that playthrough, I was a mage, so I guess I get no loot from him. Huh. No. Alright. Let's go hunt the mother down. So, in this area, there's a couple of things you should be aware of if we're doing this. As you start killing creatures and looting stuff, which you should absolutely loot everything in this area, you'll start seeing items in the inventory that you can pick up called crystals. There's a total of 12 of them, so you need to get all 12, so you got to look in every area. The crystals can be placed in 3 towers, so each tower has a total of 4 slots for crystals. Those towers will give you a one-time spell boost while you're fighting the mother. See, there it was. That was one of them. I did that a little quick, but I'll have more opportunities to show you. There is a direct damage spell from one of the towers that you can fire off once. There is an area of effect spell that you can fire off once, and there's a healing spell that heal all the time. And you only get that if you place the crystals, all 4 crystals, in each tower. So again, total of 12. And you'll see this first tower here. When you get to the bottom, you'll see exactly what's happening. Just try to kill this annoying dark spawn.
As you said.
I don't like mages, unless it's me.
I shall do.
Come on, no, you got nothing. You got nothing. Nothing. Come on, a little harder. God, I love this armor. By the way, this armor again is the armor that Wade makes for you, so it is worth it to do all of Wade's quests. Because the stuff it gives you is pretty awesome. Alright, okay, so let's... Nothing on him. He's got a sapphire. I'm guessing one of these flesh pods is going to have the crystal. Yep, there it is. So, and again, if you just... This area is pretty linear. Like, there's only a few little alcoves that might be hidden. There's a crystal. There's a crystal. So that's 4 for this area. So it's pretty easy to get them. And then you just place one on each of these nodes. And that'll unlock the tower. See, once you see a little electricity there, that's how you know you did it. Let's go loot all these guys up here. You do want to loot everyone because, as you saw, the enemies can have them. So if you forget to loot an enemy, it's possible you might miss a crystal. And you don't really want to. Again, those spells are really helpful when you're fighting the mother. Because she can be a pain. She's got, you know, once you know how to fight her, it's easier to navigate, but it's still a tricky fight. Especially if you're one of those people that's not like me, who doesn't want to do all the side quests and get every little you know, without those side quests, you're losing out on XP. Without that XP, you're definitely not going to have, you're not going to be as high a level as I am right now. That isn't a brag, that's just a statement of fact. Like right now I'm level 33. I think most of the party's level 33, which helps a lot. You know, those boosts, I cannot stress this enough, really make fighting those endgame monsters and baddies a lot easier. Okay. I think it's either this tower or the next tower where the architect is going to show up. And that'll be the point where we have to essentially decide if we're going to side with him and we're not. I think this might be it. Because we're getting the autosave. Yep, there he is.
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself.
Explain,
Fate, however, intervened.
That's how you explain is by kidnapping. You experimented on me.
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order.
Yeah, the sort of misunderstanding that ends with a field of dead bodies. I get those sometimes.
Right?
I sent the Wizard to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
Unfortunate, you took those men and bled them dry.
The Grey Wardens that were brought to me were already dead. I took their blood just as I took yours, because I had little choice. Things have not gone as I planned. I only ask that you hear me out. Should you still wish to slay me afterwards, you may try.
Fine, I'll hear you out. This is more for you guys' benefit so you can kind of hear what he
My
says.
kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
Let's see. You're trying to stop the... let's see. Why do you need Warden's blood?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens. You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
I like my blood where it is, in my veins.
Ah, okay. That was weird. Some new Darkspawn seem intelligent, others are insane.
Once they are freed, the Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak, they act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
This reeks of stupid. The last thing we need is more Darkspawn thinking for themselves.
Help me kill the Mother.
It's not 101. It's not a 1-to-1 success. Like, it's not like everybody that all the Darkspawn he frees, quote unquote, end up being like on his side. Like, some of them go to the Mother. So, like, even doing this, there's no guarantee he's gonna fix anything. He's just gonna create more Darkspawn and create more problems like the Mother. Okay, 3. These experiments already caused one blight where we had a more powerful than average archdemon. So it's like, just because he's talking nice and he's like being all friendly, he's not a good guy. And doing this isn't going to lead to anything good, at least in my opinion. I forget what the end result is if you side with him, like what the little stinger at the end will say happens. But to me, this is not smart, especially since, and again, this is a little bit of metagaming here, but I'm pretty sure he, just like the villain from Inquisition, the reason he is the way he is he's one of the 7 Tevinter mages that became the original Darkspawn because they entered the Fade and tried to, pervert the Golden City. What is this Mother exactly?
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be free.
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
Stealing blood from Wardens is perverse.
I thought it little different from your order's use of Darkspawn blood. We both do what we must in response to the Blight. The first blood came from Uther, freely given. She was a Grey Warden, as you are, and joined us many years ago.
How did you become freed?
I was born as I am,
See?
an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why do some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Yeah, so, and again, he says he's born that way. I'm pretty sure he, like the other villain from Inquisition, are one or two of the 7 Tevinter mages that created this Darkspawn nonsense. And again, allying with him, yeah, he'll help you against the Mother, but ultimately he's just going to keep doing what he's doing, and there's no guarantee that he's going to be able to control all of them or that they'll side with him. He gives them a choice, and if they have the choice to not follow him, they can do exactly what the Broodmother's doing, or the Mother's doing, and start this nonsense again. And then we've not only got, and then when a blight happens, we not only got the mindless Darkspawn that are following the Archdemon, we've got the ones that can think and decide to also attack us when the Archdemon's not around, and organizes them. Not smart.
Looks like you're passing up an interesting opportunity.
No, I'm not.
Who am I to say?
Yeah,
How
exactly.
very
Who are you to say?
unfortunate. But I cannot blame you. You are as bound to your nature as we are to ours. I am sorry, Uther. It appears that I will not be able to keep my promise after all.
So now we got to kill.
You will have to
both of
forgive
them.
me, Commander, for fighting to preserve my destiny.
Side with him, this little area of effect, like fireball thing he's doing right now, he does it to, have it do it to the Mother. It's like getting an extra spell that you can always use. It does help, not gonna lie, especially since fighting the Mother, you'll get attacked by a lot of Darkspawn and tentacles, but again, to me it's not worth it. At least on this kind of playthrough where we're playing like we're playing a Grey Warden that's got the future in mind. Oh, hey. There we go. Socket. 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 Alright, let's get over here. Let's get that flesh pot out. Another crystal. That's why you gotta check all these little nooks and crannies, because otherwise you're liable to run into an issue where you miss one. And I cannot stress enough, these spells are going to be really helpful. You'll see. Come on. Damn fucking roly-poly monsters. Flesh pod, alright. Something else I've been thinking about too, so I've been doing this playthrough on my PS3, and my original thought behind it was I've already 100%ed the first two games on the PlayStations, 1 and 2 on the PS3. I was just like, if I go here, I don't need to worry about, you know, trophy hunting or getting all that stuff, because I've already done it. I can just play the game that I want to play. But the downside is, as you guys can probably see, the PS3 graphically, like, it's, like, again, the game's still, like, I would argue holds up, but it's a little little blurry, little unclear, like, not the worst, but, you know, it's also, I think, 30 frames per second, so it looks a little choppy, which, you know, not the most fun to play. So I do have these games on Xbox because I've got the Game Pass, and I checked it out on my Series X, and it does look like it's crisper. I think it's running at 60 FPS. It just looks better. So I think once we're done with this, I've been kind of, you know, running, you know, in my spare time, another playthrough on the Xbox, mirroring kind of what I'm doing here, same choices and stuff, just a archer warrior instead of a dual-wielding warrior. I think what I'll do is, for Dragon Age 2, I'm just going to run it on the Xbox. 'Cause, again, it'll look better, it'll run smoother, and the load times, that's the other big thing, is because it's on the Xbox Series X, load times are much faster, and we won't have all these lulls in gameplay that we have with the PS3.
It shall be done.
Fail. Just like you wanted.
Oh, it looks like if you're coming through here, you better have a rogue who can open chests. Probably have their lockpicking maxed out, because otherwise you won't be able to do this. Oh. Yeah, there's my last crystal. Sweet. Okay, got them all. This way we're going. The nest. Alright. Darth Tidius.
If it isn't the hero of the hour, the slayer of the mighty father, come to claim a reward. Oh, what a delicious day.
That's a lot of nipples.
They just get bigger and uglier, don't they?
The
By
nipples
the
are the darkspawn.
ancestors. Do all brood mothers smell this bad?
Am
Yes.
I not beautiful? Has the Grey Warden come now to slay the mother too? Will she join the father in oblivion?
Who's the father?
He called himself Architect, but that did not change what he was. He said he wanted to free us, but all he brought us was silence. Dreadful silence. But now the father is gone. The mother can take her children deep into the earth and care for them, safe and sound.
You'll breed. Let's see. You'll breed no more
Then
monster.
the silence ends here. Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Whoa! Forgot about that. Alright, so this fight is pretty straightforward. You've got to take out the tentacle first. And then after the tentacles, you get a bunch of those little pill bug monstrosities. Usually though, like, I would focus on the mother if you can, and let your companions focus on all the you know, spawns and things like that. He doesn't have the biggest hitbox or biggest hit pool in the game, but you know, it's not insignificant either. Come on, what you got? What you got? Come on. You got nothing. My armor's too tough for you. Too tough for you. Alright, so if you come over to your wheel, just like with the armies that you can summon in Origins. If you go to the Advanced tab, you've got your spells. This one right here, the Architect's Pyre, that would be if we had the Architect on our team. Tower of Flame blasts a single target with fire. So this is going to hit the mother. It does a decent amount of damage. And it took out her tentacles, which is helpful. Now, we're losing some health there, so I'm going to go ahead and come over here. Tower of Healing. This will heal everybody. And then the last one is going to be the Tower of Trauma, stunning all creatures in the area. Including the Broodmother. So we'll put it this way out of just for a little bit. Ooh, shaka-kaka. So we kill the Broodmother. This is where it recaps everything just like it did in Origins. So I'll read this off just so everybody gets an idea of what happened. So after the death of both the Architect and the Mother, nearly all the remaining Darkspawn fled into the Deep Roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. Although some of the Architect's disciples likely escaped into the Deep Roads with the rest of their brethren, they have so far shown no inclination towards vengeance against the Grey Wardens who killed their savior. Yet the Deep Roads remain plagued by the Darkspawn, and it seems certain that in time another blight will begin. The danger may have passed for now, but the cycle of the old gods continues. Let's see. Word of the Grey Warden's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of losses at Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to their former glory within a year. Vigil's Keep 5. Now, take this with a grain of salt because we'll get another one. Because we upgraded everything in Vigil's Keep, we'll get another one talking about how Vigil's Keep withstood the onslaught. So the DLC isn't perfect. It's got some bugs and it's got some conflicting information. But I always like to go with what the future one will say. The one that talks about how it withstood the onslaught. Because of the Warden's support for law and order in Amaranthine, Constable Aiden and his men were able to distribute the smugglers' goods to the battered survivors in the grueling days that followed the Darkspawn defeat. The Darkspawn messenger, set free after joining the Warden in the Battle of Amaranthine, struck out on his own. The city soon buzzed with stories of a cloaked but lisping figure who aided travelers in danger. At the same time, reports of isolated cases of the Darkspawn disease emerged. No one connected the two. Now, this is also conflicting because we told him to kill him. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't. But, oh well. Although the war devastated many farms in the Arling, all agreed the loss would have been greater without soldiers for protection. The farm holders developed a certain reverence for the Warden commander, as well as an ongoing reliance on the Grey Wardens for order and protection. Here we go. This is where Vigil's Keep, it conflicts with what it said earlier. Vigil's Keep stood alone against a horde of Darkspawn. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over. But the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder an ogre could throw. The Vigil soldiers, clad in silverite, each felled a dozen Darkspawn before they died. The Vigil held one night, then two, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The keep developed an almost mythic reputation, the few survivors immortalized in song and legend. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers soon. Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. So, I guess it's not necessarily like conflicting. I guess you could say the Keep held, but was damaged, and so it took 5 years to completely repair it. But I don't know. It's the way the first bit makes it sound as if the keep was just obliterated, whereas this one clearly shows that it hasn't been. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldrik Glovnak stood in the battlements. That's the dwarf that was basically building all this. Battlements, and pronounced that the defenses were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Dark whispers of conspiracy against the Wardens fell silent after a rash of accidents and disappearances, culminated in the apparent suicide of Ban Azmarel. The nobles of Amaranthine remained dutiful. Some even suggest they were cowed into submission. Among the many legends that the Vigil spawned was one of the great heroes of the next age, a sheep herder turned soldier by the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded an order of knights that lasted 1,000 years. Yeah, we saved that guy in a side quest. I like that little bit right there. The commander's blade, Vigilance, crafted from the bones of an ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. The blade changed hands many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade has had a life of its own, and that its power is steadily growing. The Vigil's soldiers, wearing the distinctive Silverite armor that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. This is where it gets weird. I don't think that BioWare ever followed up on this. It might have been in a comic. I don't remember. With Valana was the other elf mage that was like attacking people that we recruited. With Valana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. The clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth, but both sides know at some point the elves will return for revenge. A few years after Kal Haral was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Taig. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Kal Haral was too important to be abandoned. At a tremendous cost of Dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Kal Haral of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Kal Haral was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. Sweet. Which kind of fits in with what we wanted to have happen by electing Balin as king, right? You know, we wanted them to expand, push back the Darkspawn. As promised, Voldrik and Dworkin presented Orzammar Shaper with a stone marker that told of how Kal Haral's castless had taken up arms against Darkspawn. The commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest of honor at a feast commemorating the defenders of Kal Haral. The Shaper read the names of the castless off the marker, then presided over the ceremony to return them to the stone as befitted warriors of their stature. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly, settlers drifted into the region. Scholars said the veil was still thin, and thus the area is still dangerous, but the people only cared that there was no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant, another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. Our boy Anders remained with the Great Wardens for a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages, but when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that this time with the Wardens was over. And yet, 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order ever after the Wardens were his. Obviously, he doesn't stay with the Wardens. He ends up showing up in Kirkwall for Dragon Age 2. This girl right here, this is weird. So when the Vigil's Keep was breached, she basically was, the rubble was later, she basically had stone collapse on her. When the rubble was cleared, however, there was no body and she was just gone. Nobody knows where she went. Nathaniel managed to survive. Great. That ferocity impressed many of his fellow soldiers, who hoisted him to their shoulders and paraded him around the courtyard. Good job, boy. After spending a number of years with the Wardens, Nathaniel realized the life was not for him. He said goodbye to his sister Delilah and his new nephew, then left to seek his fortune. In time, that nephew became a Grey Warden himself. In emulation of Nathaniel, then rose to Warden Commander, he brought honor to the house name once again. Justice fought valiantly at the Battle for Vigil's Keep. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this part. But before the victory horn sounded, a Darkspawn sword removed his head. It was, of course, unclear whether the spirit of justice perished or simply departed. At the least, Kristoff's wife, Aura, was finally able to claim her husband's ashes. We know that justice survived and tagged along with Anders. This one's the saddest because she's so perky, but with the mother dead, Sigrun seemed to lose her purpose. She withdrew from her friends in the Order and spoke to them less and less each day. One morning, she was gone, absent her bed. Maybe her bed was made and her trunk emptied. A young recruit who had been up in the night said she had left for her calling, gone to finish what she'd started in Calorol. That's what she said. Oghren continues to regale young Warden recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle and bed. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. Felsi returned to Vigil's Keep several times to see Oghren, usually bringing the toddler as well. Oghren's inability to act seriously wore on her, however, and her visits dwindled, then stopped altogether. If Oghren missed her or his child, he never showed it. So this is, if you complete Oghren's quest, which we couldn't do, this just changes to where he's like, you know, a good guy, family guy, takes care of the kid. As for the savior of Ferelden, he did not remain as commander for the Grave for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern. The Blight well and truly over. It was time for him to move on. Yep. Some claimed the commander headed west into Orlais, chasing after the dark-haired sorceress, who had fought alongside him during the Blight. Whether he found her or not, he certainly did not return to Vigil's Keep. No, he did not. Some claimed the commander headed west into Orlais. Oh, already got it. So there we go. Checking save data. That is the end of Awakening. It's been a long road. It took us a while to get it done. That is complete. So with that, we're going to start a new game. We're going to do Dragon Age. We're going to do Darkspawn Chronicles, sorry. And for all you trophy chasers, there's only 3 trophies in here. One of them is missable, or one of them is not missable. It's basically just completing it. The other 2 are pretty straightforward. You can get them done in one shot. You don't need to play this more than once to get it done. Essentially what you do, if you have to get your, I think it's like getting your reputation up with like 6 different groups of Darkspawn. Like with the same thing with like the approval rating for your followers, you have to get approval from 6 different types of Darkspawn. I'm not going to bother with that on this one, just because I don't have to. If you guys want to do it, go for it. So what we're doing here is we're essentially playing through the Denerim scene at the end of the Origins campaign. The Archdemon's whispers compel you forward, compel you to kill. Recruit a Thrall Vanguard. Assist the Ogre. Kill the defenders. Alright. These spells. Hold on. Let's enthrall. That's right. I gotta enthrall that guy. So I think with this one, I've got to get approval for all the different Darkspawn types, and I've got to get that Ogre enthralled and keep him alive. There's my ogre boy. Well, you too, buddy. Execute thrall. Okay. Alright, hold on. Okay. There's that. Yes, I will try that. Okay, then we're gonna enthrall my ogre boy here. There we go. Smash the barracks. Okay, okay, they're the barracks. Got it. Okay. Oh, good. Arl Howe. Get to kill him again. Take it. Yeah, get him, Ogre. Get him. Ooh, he has got a gift. Let's check this out. Steel bracers? Sweet. Hold on. Nope. Went the wrong way. Okay. Cool. So I guess we gotta loot everything and get these gifts so we can just give them to our Darkspawn, who apparently are not as picky as our human dwarf and elf companions. Shield pummel, shield bash, taunt, disengage. Assign that there. So I'm guessing this battle is probably how things would go down if Loghain wins, because we're seeing all the people that all of Loghain's followers here. So I'm guessing Loghain wins, and this is what we're kind of seeing here. This is what we're... Smash the barricade, smash the barricade. Okay. Let me go smash those barricades first. These barricades appear to be glitched. Nope. Thank you, Ogre. That felt a little anticlimactic, right? A little unnecessary there. Just hacking away at a barricade for no reason. Okay, now we can head out. Okay, cool. Let's see, do we have any more? Nope. No more gifts. So if Loghain wins and kills all the Grey Wardens, the Darkspawn just completely win. And that's the scenario I think we're playing through right now. Wear the ballista. Cut down the commander. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I see, okay. Alright, I see, this is cool. So, first we're going to hold position. I'm going to keep the ogre. I'm going to have to get rid of let's see. The Hurlock. Okay. Get rid of the Hurlock. Then we're going to enthrall the Shriek. Then we're going to control the Shriek and have him come over here and F these guys up. Wow. Oh man, oh no, oh I don't want to kill the sisters, that's something wrong.
Help me!
Sir Perth. Oh yeah, Sir Perth is not long for this world. So we're going for the civilians too. That's right. Darkspawn show no mercy. Okay. This is fun. This is a cool little DLC. Like, it reminds me a little bit of like the like Marvel's What If or something, you know? It would be Van Tegan though, wouldn't it? Because, you know, in this one, Arleman probably died because you didn't save him. Grab some loot. Oh look, Ogren. Alright. Okay, cool. We got some more gifts coming up. That's going to be helpful. Let me go loot the bodies first, though. I want to make sure I've got all my potential gifts. Damn civilians. Come here. Are we just standing here? What's going on? Alright, I guess we gotta kill the Genlock now. Over here. Do I just bring that guy, or do I actually have to recruit him? Come on, you to do something? There we go. Okay. Fire demon.
Ruin it.
Ooh, weapons cache. Slay the healer. Okay. Guess the mages didn't make it in this one too, because we've got the Templars. Oh, it's a win! No! Oh. Sorry, Win. I guess the mages did make it though. Oh, we got Cullen too. So. Alright, guess we're going to the next spot. The Alienage. how do we get in here? Do I need a big strong guy here? Cool. You are too big. Go away. There we go. Let's see, what are we supposed to be doing here? For the lives, raise the entire district to the ground, even their mighty tree must burn. Use fire bombs or the emissaries' fireballs to set the alienage ablaze. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So we can get rid of, I think, the Genlock now. And we get the Emissary. Yep. Cool. You got a Fireball. Can I just do this? Like, how do I set the tree on fire if I can't, like, target the tree? Dude, get out of the way. I think that got it. All right, well, that's clearing them out. Cool. All right. from Zevran? Come on. Ooh, Elder. That's who it came from. Everyone does have loot. We had some more guys behind us. Yeah, come on, we can do this. Let's go. Oh, Valendrian. Okay. Oh, didn't burn those areas. Well, let's go burn them. Alright. Palace District. All right. side. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Logan didn't. But then why is Arl Hal alive? Gates standing in my way. Ogre can smash them. What happened to my ogre? Doing damage. Hold on. I'm gonna go find my crew. Lever. Okay, I gotta get there. Thrall you, because I'm losing the thralls here. fog of war over here. Okay. What up, Badger? Sorry, I was really into this one. yeah, I'm probably going to have to kill those guys to get my main character to pop again. Unless, I don't know, unless he's freaking dead for good, but then I don't know how to progress the game, so that would suck. Nope, you guys are all going the wrong way. More of these guys? Jesus. So Badger, close. So you weren't here earlier, but we did finish the Awakening DLC. Right now we're doing another DLC called the Darkspawn Chronicles, where basically you get to play as the Darkspawn. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's like a what-if scenario. So this is like the Darkspawn. What would happen if the Darkspawn... There's my guy. What would happen if the Darkspawn won? Like if your character... Like, the bad guy that's kind of, like, screwing over the Wardens in the beginning of the game, what if he wins, and so without the Grey Wardens, the Darkspawn effectively win? And so that's what we're playing through right now. Alright, now let me enthrall this guy, because I need him with me. There we go. Alright, now we can finally move on from this freaking pain in the ass thing. Alright. It's kind of cool. It's a small little DLC. It's not like super long or anything. Like, I think we're pretty much close to the end right now. But I wanted to get it done on this stream so we can move on to the last... There's 3 more DLCs for this game. 2 short ones and 1 long one. And you're battling people that were your friends and allies in the main game. Like this guy right here, Sten, he's one of the good guys from the main story. I might lose this one now. Yep. Damn, that's painful. Load last save. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Although, like, it's hard. The Darkspawn kind of suck. And so, even playing on easy, this campaign can be a pain in the butt. And I don't like, there's only 3 trophies for it. I don't like I'm playing on PS3, I already got the trophies, so I don't need to worry about them, but I don't like the way the trophies are set up, because one of them You just get it for completing the DLC. That's fine. The other 2, you have to basically recruit and max out approval. Oh man, we're all the way back here. Yeah, you have to recruit and max out approval for all the different Darkspawn types. So like, you have to give them gifts and make them like you. So like stuff like that. And so you've got to manage that, and you've also got to keep alive this big ogre dude, because if you don't keep him alive, you lose. So it's a whole thing. I think that's lame for an achievement. There's a lot to manage and a really, really hard game to finish. All right. Now that I have a better idea of what I'm doing this time. Let's go this way. Much better start to this one this time around. I think I just got another gift. Yeah, this played out much better this time because I didn't go the wrong way. You come with me. Come on, Ogre. big guy. You're gonna knock that down right now. There we go. Ouch! There we go, got a save point. Come here, Jumbo. There we go. Thank you kindly, Badger. Yep, this is the last area of this part, and then the DLC will be done, and we'll close out for the night. Oh no, the warden is here. So I guess it is. I guess this is just the Darkspawn winning then. Okay. Interesting. Did I just get this guy's sword? Here, you get that gift. Oh, damn. Hold on. I can upgrade my sword. Cool. Even better. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, he is. We gotta kill the main guys. Okay. Right? Done. So, looking at it now, I noticed there wasn't a warden, a Grey Warden. So I think the what if scenario here is what if you don't get a Grey Warden that we play in the meantime. Possibility he survived that? Maybe. Doubtful, but maybe. So cool. All right, that was the Darkspawn Chronicles DLC. Pretty quick. The next DLC we'll be playing, not tonight, but on Tuesday, is Leliana's Song. It's a prequel that features Leliana. You find out what she was doing before she got to Denerim. That's going to go quick. That one is even shorter than this DLC is. After that one is the Golems of Amgrak, and that one's pretty hefty. That one isn't quite as long as Awakening was, but it is hefty. And again, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it's got the beefiest villain in the entire original game here. So like out of all the DLCs and the main game, that villain's the hardest. I remember when I first played it, I put it on easy and I was still getting worked. So the reason we're playing all these other ones is to kind of level up to the max level of 35. That way we can hopefully plow through them. But yeah, that's where we're at. We're almost done. We've got, like I said, 3 more. So Leliana's Song, Golems of Amgarak, and the last one is the Witch Hunt DLC. Since we romanced Morrigan in the Origins playthrough, Witch Hunt is all about tracking down Morrigan and finding her. Which is really fun because if you do that, she makes appearances in or an appearance in Dragon Age Inquisition. You get to kind of find out what happened from choosing to romance Morrigan and where she's at. Really cool. For me, that's the canon way to do it. Even though there's no official canon to Dragon Age, I like doing it that way. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Badger joining late, but better late than never. Fashionably late.